Have you ever wondered what people say about you when you're not in the room? Do you wonder if they're maybe bragging about how awesome you are or if they're gossiping about you behind your back? If you want a little bit more confidence in your friends to not gossip about you behind your back, here is one thing that you can do to prevent them from gossiping about you. Hi, I'm Grace Plata, and I'm here to equip, empower, and encourage you to help you live your best life. So let me tell you something real quick about gossip. It's like a disease that goes from one person to the next, but nothing kills relationships faster. Nothing kills trust and confidence in others faster. Nothing kills joy faster than finding out what so-and-so said about you, right? So I have noticed this a lot, especially this week, because it's usually so subtle, but once your eyes are open to it, you're gonna find yourself when you're on the verge of maybe even gossiping yourself. You're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it differently. You're gonna hear people do it when you usually wouldn't have, like when you otherwise wouldn't have heard it. It's gonna be, your eyes are gonna be opened, and you're gonna be changed, and you are gonna reap the harvest, and you're gonna experience the benefits. I promise you that. Okay, so if you've ever been in the middle of gossip, then you know how bad it hurts when it comes to you. I mean, sure, you can play the little game where you go from person to person, but then when they turn on you, that's where it gets real. But it's so subtle how people do it. It's one little comment, and then it could be less than a few hours later where someone is heartbroken because they've heard a twisted version of maybe either the exact comment or a twisted version of that comment directed towards them. So here's the one thing to stop the cycle of gossip. Here is the one thing to do if you don't want it to come back and bite you in the butt, okay? Keep gossip far from your mouth in your ears. That is the one thing. That is the one thing. It sounds so simple. But let me say it again. Keep gossip away from your mouth and away from your ears. Okay, let me tell you why that's the one tip. If you're gossiping about other people, and if you're listening to other people gossip, why wouldn't they gossip about you? Why wouldn't they? If you're doing it and you hear others doing it and you're kind of joining on the fun, quote unquote fun, it's going to come back to you sometime. Why wouldn't they do it to you? So it's tricky. It's almost captivating, right? It draws you in like a fish to like a baited hook. And then it hurts when you try to pull that hook out of the fish's mouth. It hurts you. It hurts you when you try to get it out. And then it's not fun anymore. It's not captivating anymore. It hurts. So, especially when it comes back to you, it hurts. You're angry and you feel betrayed, right? If you've ever heard the twisted version, you feel betrayed. So when you stay away from it, when you shut your mouth, and when you refuse to take part in that kind of thing, it has a better chance of staying away from you. Okay? So let me tell you something else. Also, listening to gossip is just as bad as spreading it. It's just as bad. Because not only when you hear somebody say something about another, not only do you look at that person differently, it might not even be true. So that's like a stack on stack of bad. It's like you look at that person differently. It could be true, but it also could be not. That's like that's another twisted thing. So the more you put your foot down and decide to stay far away from gossiping, people are going to notice and may even be influenced by your example. Okay, we're talking closer relationships. We're talking deeper trust and a less chance of disloyalty and betrayal. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get those three things. That's like the value of staying away from gossip. Okay? So, how would you like to know how to actually have friends you can trust? That you can actually have friends and family that you can speak your heart to, and it won't be published in the newspaper. It won't be spread around social media, because I guess that's the new newspaper kind of. Anyway, sorry. But imagine if you could have a conversation and be 100% confident that it won't come back to you a week later. That's actually how it's supposed to be. So let me tell you just a few things about how gossip, how that kind of what's the term for it? But how gossip will stick to you like a leech, and it will suck things out of you and suck things into you that you don't want. Okay, so it makes people untrustworthy. But people who gossip can be untrustworthy. People don't trust them. Gossip closes the door to any kind of close relationship. It produces corrupt character in people. It shows that you have no respect or honor. It shows that you have no loyalty. It shows that you honestly have like nothing better to do. That it also reflects, listen to this, it reflects insecurity and weakness. Gossip reflects insecurity and weakness because just like that slimy little leech, it sucks out of you the security of who you are, because now suddenly you look good making others look bad. See, gossip, if you can't, let me tell you something. If you can't, I don't want to say the old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. It is so true. And if you can't talk about anything that other people's business, edify those people about their strengths. Edify people and spread some encouragement instead of slandering. So when you edify people, this is what happens. These are the benefits that you reap. I'm sure you don't want any of that stuff. I'm sure you don't want a slimy little leech stuck to your leg. But you are going to want to reap these benefits, okay? So listen to this. When you edify people, you show that you care about people. You show that you are trustworthy. You show that you can have real, honest, and relationships that are alive. You show that you are loyal. You show that you can show respect and honor, these are all qualities of leadership, if I can add, by the way. And it also shows, unlike gossip, it shows that you are confident. It shows that you are secure in who you are when you go and edify people. So it's not just completely removing gossip from your mouth. It's replacing it. It's replacing it with edification and talking about other people's strengths. It shows, when you edify people, it shows that you have enough strength in you to build up others and give them security and confidence. So if you must talk about people, edify their strengths to others. And what you put out, you get back. So I wouldn't be surprised if others started saying nice things about you. Okay. So I will see you next week. I thank you so much for listening. And please like this video. Or if you're listening on the podcast too, please share this with anybody else that would maybe be encouraged by this, that could learn a lesson. And I will see you next week.